This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by nhliberty.org.
Everybody say fired! Fired!
Displeased gun owners swarmed the entrance to New Hampshire's State House on December 23rd. This after Democrats surreptitiously used a rulemaking process to ban firearms from the building. Between 2006 and 2009, firearms were a relatively common sight in the building, and a recent attempt at banning them through legislation went down to overwhelming defeat. Now that guns are suddenly forbidden in the building, activists are reacting in a lot of different ways, because there are a lot of different activists now mobilized. As of December 26th, 4 days into the crisis, gun buffs had collected 740 signatures denouncing the ban. You can see the petition if you look at the video descript for this clip.
It will not actually be discussed today, most likely.
Prominent State Rep Dan Itza has called a demonstration for January 6th. He's requesting gun owners enter the building with empty holsters in protest of the ban. Hardcore activists are questioning that form of protest and calling it a cop-out, but Itza appears ready to up the ante if Republicans are unreasonably blocked in their effort to undo the ban. I'm hoping that there will be not just an indoor holstered protest, but also something outside that day. State Rep Gene Chandler has proposed a bill to enshrine gun rights inside the State House. If Democrats block it from being heard, civil disobedience of a remarkable kind could be next. Civil disobedience with possible backing from the GOP. Whether Republicans officially voice their support of civil disobedience or not, it's likely that gun owners will be open carrying into the building soon. Others are already ignoring the sign and carrying weapons in concealed. One activist on a pro-liberty blog writes, quote, "Yesterday I walked into the State House carrying a concealed, dangerous weapon, a knife. I noticed the GD worthless piece of paper posted right inside the door informing me of the new rule. I proceeded to ignore it and went into the building to perform the most appropriate business in the place." Unquote. In other words, you went in to use the restroom. House security personnel have no regular means of scanning for firearms, and to their credit, even Democrats say they don't want metal detectors in the building. So the reality is, if your weapon doesn't print and you aren't singled out, you probably are safe entering the building with it. If caught, authorities say they will merely ask you to leave and arrest you for trespassing if you don't. The rule is more symbolic than anything, but symbolism can be important. This symbolic move against gun owners has the potential to improve the liberty movement's size without greatly harming any of its members. More later as I'm able to report it. Again, if you want to do something about this, regardless of location, see the video descript for possible action items.
Real freedoms are eaten up a little at a time.
I don't know if you were aware of this or not, but there are some pretty scary things happening in this building, the State House in Concord, New Hampshire.
We've already amended the Constitution dozens of times. Let's throw it away for a master plan.
Fortunately, there is the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. They're fighting back.
But what price freedom?
But they need your help. They offer free training. They offer courses, ways that you can learn how to be most effective in fighting for liberty inside the State House. Visit nhliberty.org to find out when the next class is. If you take it, you'll be a much more effective voice at stopping these folks from taking away your liberty.
Government can't control everything without controlling me.
nhliberty.org